Hey everyone, and welcome to the Dream World podcast. Today's episode is sponsored by Podcorn, which is an amazing marketplace connecting podcasters to sponsorship opportunities, such as ads, interviews, and discussions. I've been using Podcorn myself, and it's been really helpful in growing my podcast, finding new listeners, and getting sponsorships. Click the link in my show notes to sign up to Podcorn and start browsing sponsorship opportunities. Dreaming is more than just a byproduct of sleep. Today we're going to talk a little bit about shared dreaming and what that means, and hopefully we can inspire some people to practice lucid dreaming with their friends so we can spread the words about these cool stories. Hey guys, so I'm Amina. I've been lucid dreaming since I was like 7, and then in college I just got really obsessed with psychology, spirituality, and the science of dreams. So here we are with Vilma and Martin. Do you guys want to introduce yourself a little bit?
So my name is Vilma, and I kind of used to have spontaneous realizations as a kid when I was dreaming, but I never took the opportunity to lucid dream. So I just woke up every time. Then I just kind of thought maybe it's possible to control lucid the dream. So I Googled it and I found out that it is possible. So I tried at the same day and it worked. I think maybe it was wild or something. I don't know. It just happened naturally. And then I got obsessed by forums and reading the dream journals of other people.
That's cool that you had luck on your first try. I feel like that's pretty lucky.
Yeah.
And what about you, Martin?
Yeah, well, I'm from Zim, and I'm on or not with like years of practice. I trained a Buddhist temple.
That's nice. Yeah, you have a lot of cool experience with the Buddhist temples and the training. So today I want to talk a little bit about something that's really been interesting to me lately, which is the concept of shared dreams. So, for anybody that hasn't experienced it, it's kind of like multiplayer in your dreams, like shared or mutual dreaming. And it's pretty popular more and more that now that people are getting more comfortable talking about their dreams. And to me, what's interesting about it is it kind of suggests that dreams possess like an element of a consensus reality. So mutual dreaming can kind of show that dreams are kind of like an objective reality that we can all access to. You know what I mean? Not just individual minds. As people are getting more comfortable talking about their dreams and sharing with their friends or family that they dreamt of them, shared dreams are starting to become more common, but really people are just becoming more aware of it. A lot of scientific research has been coming out. Numerous group dreaming experiments and anecdotes have been published over the past few years about meshing dreams, meeting dreams, and how to have that happen. It's really great to have a lucidity partner if you have somebody who's also interested in dreams. And what you should do is have a meeting place that you guys are both familiar with, say the gas station in between your houses, or maybe a location you've met at. And when you guys are lucid dreaming, set the intention to meet at that place and become lucid. And when you are lucid, try to remember that task and go meet that person and summon them if you have to. And then when you wake up the next day, see if they had any similar experiences. Maybe if you were lucid and they weren't, they might remember the dream from a different perspective or maybe with less details. But in Wagner's book, he has a whole chapter about shared dreaming, and it's just very interesting, like the different levels there are to it. But I know of this one technique called Partner Assisted Lucidity. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but it's
You wrote to me that one.
Yeah, it's like when you use a partner to help you do your reality checks and to like help you in your sleep, and you also have them whisper affirmations to you during your REM sleep, and then you guys try to have a lucid dream together. And this works really well in particular with couples that sleep in the same bed together, particularly, like I was saying, two people that have a shared interest in lucid dreaming. And the likelihood of having a shared dream or a mesh dream has been increasing so much with couples. And it's crazy to hear these different stories about couples who say that they saw their spouse in a dream, and then their spouse, from their own perspective, had the same dream from a different point of view.
So I have read a lot about shared dreaming, and in dream journals of other people, they kind of just say that you need to sense other people aura and teleport to it, and that's how we enter their dream bubble or something like that. There is like a theory that I read that the dream world consists of other people's dream bubbles, and they are right beside each other. So you can exit your own dream bubble and enter others.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like our minds are powerful. So if you put the intention in your head to go to someone or to dream with someone, that will your mind there, and then you'll have that experience. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, I had a dream that I was giving you a cupcake," like in our group. And then my friend had a dream that she was receiving the cupcake. So like it's pretty cool. What I thought is interesting was that, it's been COVID times and all this, so we can't see people can't see their friends, so like a lot of people have been dreaming more. And what's interesting is like the dream world has been very useful for this, for seeing your friends. A lot of people have had shared dreams with their friends, and ever since I've been in my dream work and like helping my friends with their therapy and stuff, a lot of my friends are saying, "Oh, I had a dream about you, I had a dream about you." And even like people that I don't really talk to say they have dreams about me. So I do feel like I'm traveling into people's dreams.
I think when we dream of people, it's like we really see a part of them. So it's beyond just projection. Instead, dreaming, like the lamas advised my teacher that like it's like sometimes a projection of our minds, and other times it'll be the inner lama, and then it could actually be person. Yet he had a few experiences too of shared dreaming.
Yeah, that's a good point actually, because I was doing research on that too. And it used to be thought that, oh, your dreams are just a collection of your daily memories and your experiences. But now the research is showing that it's more abstract, like there's more to it. Sure, there's a lot of our own mind in your dreams, but there's also a piece of the collective consciousness. There's abstract thoughts that come from, out there in the universe or other beings that bring us information. And there's been a lot of times where I've learned things in dreams that I did not know in real life. And then I would wake up and go Google it and it was true, or even about my family. Like I would learn something about my family and then my parents would confirm it as true. So the dream taught me something that I didn't know. So to me, that's evidence, like you said, Martin, that it is an essence of other people in there, not just your own mind. Because when you dream of other people, like it's likely that they have a similar dream. And also, I have another shared dream experience that I just remembered. Actually, my best friend, one day randomly, she called me like normal. "Oh, I had a dream about you and like your brother, and your brother's girlfriend cheated on him." And then I was like, "Oh, that's weird." I didn't say anything to my brother, but then the next day they broke up because she cheated on him. So I guess that's a psychic dream, but it does connect to the real world is what I'm saying. And you can send communications between the dream world and the waking world. So it kind of breaks down the wall of your private mind and can turn lucid dreaming into like an exploration social event. So it's interesting, that if you have someone actively trying to lucid dream with you, it's just more effective, because both people are lucid, both people are mindful. You can find a lucid dream buddy and plan a meetup, like me and Martin are trying to meet up at the pyramids. So it has to be somebody that spends a regular amount of time caring about lucid dreaming with you. And there's been so many success stories. In Wagner's book, he says so many stories of shared dreams that are just like mind blowing.
Yeah, and that same book, he talks about like there is dream characters who are more than you think. Like there is mindless ones and there is intelligent ones who can respond unexpectedly. I also read lots of dream journals. One person is lucid dreaming and going into the same place with the other lucid dreamer that is a moon, and they always meet there, and then they post on the forum next day one version of their own dream they had, and then the other one also post their own point of view, but there is a lot of matches.
Interesting. So like the dream was very similar. Were they lucid? Both of them?
Yes, both.
Interesting.
One of them maybe have a semi-lucid at some point, but usually it's lucid.
Have you guys have any experience making persistent worlds, like creating a world in your lucid dream and going back to it on multiple days?
No, not that, but I had a dream exit in the initiated lucid dream where I came back to the same dream I woke up from a couple of times.
Yeah.
And just start from the beginning of that dream, like a restart.
Yeah, I've done that too. It's pretty interesting when I do it. It makes me feel like, really the dream world has so many levels to it and so many scenes that we can just access all the time.
And I kind of read how they make the persistent worlds. It's easier to exit your dream bubble and then just go in to the space of some sort and enter other dream bubble where there is already an existent persistent world. I had one dream where I realized I'm dreaming, and I set myself a goal to try to astral project from a dream. So I just said to myself astral projection and got teleported to my bed and started feeling vibrations all over my body. But I just saw something scary and just aborted it. I woke up.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because a lot of people get scared when they have an experience like that, whether it's sleep paralysis or they see something scary and then they don't want to lucid dream anymore. But, I say just keep going because there's always a way to become lucid and change the scene and get something out of it. And it's never something that's going to hurt you. You're always safe. So, yeah, just pushing it.
It happened a long time ago when I just started lucid dreaming. So
yeah,
I just kind of got scared, but right now I think it's okay.
Yeah, for sure. I know that happens to a lot of people. So I just wanted to say, like, just keep pushing through consistency and, you'll survive and you'll have great lucid dreams. And lucid dreams are good for nightmares, people who have nightmares and they want to control and get rid of the nightmares. Lucid dream is good.
I think I used to have as a kid a lot of nightmares. So I think that's why I kept waking up after realizing it's a dream.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because didn't want to turn to nightmare or something.
Exactly. Yeah, it's happened to me a lot of times too, but I love lucid dreaming, so I always come back to it eventually. And you might find someone one day that had a similar dream that you didn't even know it was shared. Like I had a dream one time that was actually the most beautiful dream I ever had. I was in this ocean and it was glittery and like the sky was like glittery purple and it was like there was like planets in the sky. It was beautiful and I felt like real love. Like it was just the most peaceful dream ever. And in the dream, I was on a boat with my friend. And then years later, I met this girl like, oh, one time I was on this purple planet and it was so beautiful and so peaceful. And I look in the distance and there's two people on a boat. I was like, interesting.
Yeah, I had one dream when I figured out how to stabilize dreams. It's by paying attention to the details, looking at something and focus on as many details as you can see. I was outside in a lucid dream and the fields covered in like purple flowers. I think it looked really beautiful.
Purple seems to be a powerful color in dreams. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, I also read that purple is a dream of a color of dreams, something like that.
Yeah, my hypnagogia, I see purple lights like pulsing from my third eye.
Yeah.
Like stars and stuff. That's happened to me. A lot of people say purple, so an interesting connection there.
Also in the hypnagogia, I saw this beautiful thing where the purple was dominating color. So I'm gonna try to recreate it in Photoshop if I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely the color of the third eye. So I feel like it has something to do with that. We use our third eye to transition over from the world. So makes sense to me. So if you like this episode and you want to learn more about dreaming, follow and subscribe and check us out on our next episode. And if you have any specific questions or things you want to learn about, just send a message or leave a review. Or even if you have any crazy dream experiences that you want to share with me, come on the show and tell us all about it, because I want to know everything. I want to explore the universe and get to know the dream world. So check out the Dream World podcast next time on Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, or whatever you use. And also check us out on FeedSpot blog. We were ranked number 7 on the top 15 lucid dreaming podcasts you must follow in 2021. So check it out. The link is in the description below. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Peace and blessings.